and basically you can sit in Sank versus basically anything. The build command is my solo convention build from last season. I could make a guide on this one if you would like, but or I could just do it right now. Like I'm gonna go to bed soon, but I guess I'll do like a live guide. Never really done that before. And where's the Z barb? I was barbing earlier, but I didn't change the title. Maybe I did. I didn't click save. I don't know. We're doing like 108s and 118 push. Didn't get it though. So with this build, it's standard everything. You know, Tell, Veer, Manalteal, stuff like that. Passes are all the same. Standard stuff. You know, here's the runes if you want to like make a clip of this or a screenshot, whatever. So still use Swami, Manalteal, all that stuff. This is what makes it actually, you know, worth using Explosive Blast. So you get the reduction, you get the damage bonus, which applies to Manalteal, so it's just 20% multi for free. It's really good. And then on top of that, you get the 60% reduction, which lets you sit in Sanctuary with the Monk. I've been tanking like Frozen Pulses, Arcane Beams to an extent, Frozen, Lightning, all that stuff. As long as you have the heals going and you keep up the four stacks. The reason you use the chain reaction is because this lets you get 4 stacks like in 2 clicks of this, which as you can see it doesn't refresh instantly, so you don't really have time to, you know, other runes. I'll show you the other runes. Like all of these are the same. Let's say I want to make it arcane, so I don't have to use arcane skill. That's 1 stack. Now we're at 2 stacks, you know, 3. By this time we're dead in high GR. You need to get those stacks up as fast as possible, so you run that. Everything else is the same. Spell steal, you know, combustion, deflection, force armor. You can. I subbed for. I think in our 107 I used a different rune. No, I used force armor. Yeah. So I used. In my 106, I'd use this. So it gives you a little bit more resist, which is pretty good. Rank 281. Wow. So you can use prismatic armor if you really don't feel like you're gonna get one-shotted, which you really shouldn't with Sank and EB. So you get 25% more resist to stuff, and you still get the bonus of this, like max armor, 35% more armor. So it's pretty good. And then you just use a cold skill. I use this because I think, don't quote me on this, feel free to quote me on this if you want, but I'll go on the record saying I don't know this, but I think it stacks Stricken faster than the other Sig skills just because of, I think it hits more than Shock Pulse, because Shock Pulse has 3 little things. I don't know, I'm probably completely wrong, but use Ice Blades, it's a cold thing. Everything else is pretty standard. You know, I got Starfire, COE. Make sure you have enough cooldown to support this, which is 62.6. If you have more than that, great. If you don't, doesn't matter. You can run it with Perfect because you're in a Monk Sank. You don't have to worry about when you activate it. Yeah, everything else is like standard. Like, there's nothing you would roll that's like different, except if you have like one of the best, you know, Lux stats in the world, and you get a source with like crit, cooldown, and then you can roll something else. For 2-player, you can roll elite damage, which is really good. It's just an 8% multi for elites, which elites are pretty good to kill in, you know, pushes. So that's another roll you could possibly get. Yeah, like this one. Pretty OP if you can get one like this. Wow, that's actually a lower DPS increase or decrease. Probably because it's damage range. But yeah, mine's a primal and I didn't find a different one, so I'm using this. And use Blood Bracers so you can get a shield of whatever you're... I don't know what mine without it, it's much less. It's like 130 or something. 144, yeah. So it's a lot less. That's what basically helps you tank. You can roll. Obviously, you don't life per hit on these, but they rolled like this and they're primal, so I use those instead. But yeah, that's pretty much the build. Like, just sit in Sank, try not to die, and then do your cycle like you do for the solo build.
I can't afford that.
If you have a good monk, you can basically do like the same. You can do like +1 of your highest. Like I could probably do 109 with like good maps because I'm just invincible. But and they add like, and the monk obviously adds bonus damage like the crit chance and the strong arms and shit. But yeah, I'm gonna find someone to host 'cause I'm going to bed.